Welcome back to the show, folks. This is the wrap-up, your daily dose of pop culture and movie news, hosted by me, Mr. H Reviews. This is a very special episode today. We'll be taking a look at the Joker. The Joker, right here in front of me, there, and there. Full spoilers ahead. It would appear that the plot has leaked online. Now, with respect to all of this, it could be complete BS, okay? It could be BS. But because it's dropped, I wanted to bring you a very special episode. This is all we're going to be talking about today. It won't do any viewer questions or anything like that. But if you are new here, please do hit subscribe. You can stay up to date on this, the wrap-up, what is normally a daily show where I wrap up the news in pop culture and movie industry for the day. Bring it to you in bite-sized chunks. So with respect to this, let's just get right into it. Again, you've been warned, full spoilers ahead for this. So, I haven't taken a look at this yet. Okay, I haven't taken a look at this yet at all. But I'm very surprised that this is appearing online thus far. I think with respect to all of this, there's some pros and cons to this. The fact that it says, look, test screenings have happened. I would agree that test screenings would absolutely be happening right now. There's no reason why they wouldn't. It's going to be out very, very soon. They would be doing test screenings. It's how movies work. It's a shame that these have leaked online, but hey, we're going to take a look at it anyway, because I'm a bit of a glutton for punishment. And I'm really intrigued by this movie. So I just to satiate my own curiosity, I have to take a look. So it says, obviously, it's from test screenings. It's from a reliable source who has done previous movies and things like that in the past. So, 1981. It's said that the Joker takes place in Gotham City in 1981, and the iconic DC Comics location is at its lowest point with a crime wave and garbage strike, leaving it dirtier and more dangerous than ever. Interesting that there's a garbage strike. When you've watched the trailer, there is a lot of filth in the streets. And I guess if you're talking about the economy of Gotham, this movie seems to be about classes, right? So I can understand why that would be part of it. But it says Arthur Fleck is just a nobody who works as a clown for a talent booking agency, and he has a social worker keeping a close eye on him because he has some serious mental health issues. Those include an uncontrollable habit of laughing whenever he's nervous, something which doesn't help with his desire to become a stand-up comic. That's a very interesting take. He's also a caretaker for his mother, a former housekeeper for the Wayne family. So that, we had rumours that there was a connection there. That she was obsessed with her former employer. If she's a housekeeper, that would kind of make sense. Interesting that, they're saying he laughs when he's nervous. Very, very interesting. Thomas Wayne's mission. So we know Thomas Wayne is in the movie. As expected, Thomas Wayne is running to become the new mayor of Gotham City, and he promises to clean up the city, both literally and figuratively. He's a good man, but he has been ignoring his former employee, as Fleck's mother has spent months trying to contact him to no avail. She's as deranged as her son, though, so it's hardly a surprise that he's not reading her correspondence. Again, that kind of goes into what we'd already heard about this movie. In the former kind of plot leaks that were coming out, was that this would have certain elements of that. The mother would have very, very serious issues, very serious mental health problems, and be out and out obsessed with her former employer. I mean, this confirms she does seem to be very obsessed. Thomas Wayne clearly not helping that obsession by ignoring her. So Arthur's downfall. Fleck ends up losing his job, and that appears to be the final nail in the coffin for his fractured psyche. After being mocked on the subway, he violently kills 3 Wall Street guys who are also harassing a young woman, and these murders inspire a resist movement against Gotham's wealthy elite. Interesting. I mean, there are certain elements in the trailer which kind of line up to that, to be honest. We can see the issue on the subway. And then wearing the same clothes, you can see him running away. So this lines up. Maybe he murdered them, then ran away after the incident. I would say that probably makes some sense. I can see that being true. With Thomas Wayne viewed as the voice of the rich, the poor start turning on him. While this is happening, Arthur tries his hand at stand-up during an open mic night at a local comedy club. His set completely bombs, and footage of his performance ends up being sent to Live with Murray Franklin, which is the Robert De Niro host, and he wastes no time in ridiculing poor Arthur. Again, I would imagine another huge issue with respect to his psyche and his mental state. But it all starts to piece it together. This could be BS, but it's starting to piece it together. I don't think it sounds too bad thus far. So it states the big reveal. The cops are investigating Arthur for his involvement in those murders, but he's busy reading one of his deranged mother's letters to Thomas Wayne and stumbles across a pretty major revelation. Oh no. She claims that Arthur is the illegitimate son of Thomas Wayne. There was rumours about this. And that makes Joker the half-brother of Bruce Wayne, aka Batman. A twist which has been rumoured ever since last year. Yeah. But it says, oh, hey, or not. What? So that's it from Splash Report, but we've done some digging and found several other leaks online which line up with this one. However, major spoilers, including how Joker ends. Okay, so there's more. So Arthur later learns that while his mother was obsessed with Thomas, they never actually slept together, and he's not his son after all. Okay, nice twist. However, she was aware that her boyfriend, and presumably his real father, was sexually abusing Arthur when he was a young child, so he heads to Arkham Asylum and kills her. Eh? So he goes to kill his mother. Okay, interesting. Arthur later learns that while his mother was obsessed with Thomas, they never actually slept together, so he's not his son at all. She was aware. Okay, so she was aware. So it's retribution. Interesting. Very interesting. At this point, he's invited on to Live with Murray Franklin, Robert De Niro character, but fully embraces his new persona as the Joker. While all of this is happening, and he murders several people who have wronged him, Zazie Beetz' character isn't among them, despite the fact his feelings for her were extremely one-sided, and past leaks have claimed that he kills her after being rejected earlier in the movie. Well, there was some basically there were rumours that they have rewrote the script as they were shooting, so maybe these rumours were based off of the former script. And it states, bang, the Joker appears on that talk show, but shoots Franklin in the head on air, and proceeds to deliver a speech that riles up Gotham City's citizens and encourages them to rise up against the wealthy. A riot breaks out, and it's during that Thomas and Martha Wayne end up being gunned down. Aha! Thereby providing a very different twist on the Clown Prince of Crime's origin story, and also Batman's origin story. Because it's kind of connected, right? That's a good way to do it. The police chase Arthur down and finally catch and arrest him after he's hit by a passing taxi, which we've seen actually in leaked photos. We've seen this chase actually, so this does line up with that. The movie then ends with him in Arkham Asylum, and he's so out of his mind by this point he dances around his cell. Apparently that's a recurring theme in the movie, and while this scene is set to Frank Sinatra's That's Life, the sequence of him dancing down those steps is to Elton John's Benny and the Jets. Not that much Joker. Okay. So it says other details revealed include the fact that Joker is a hard R, nice to see, and only features Fleck in costume for around the last 30 minutes. Splash Report goes as far as to say that I am guaranteeing an Oscar nomination. Don't guarantee Oscars, guys. Please don't do that. That's super dumb. I am guaranteeing an Oscar nomination for Joaquin Phoenix. His Arthur Fleck is incredible. For a while I thought his Johnny Cash would be his signature performance. I think will be proven wrong in 5 months. They add that Robert De Niro has a very juicy role and he could potentially be in the conversation come awards season. It looks interesting. I mean, look, these are some of the... Oh, these are just some nonsense photos. Okay, never mind. What do I think of that? I think that could be good. If that's real, that could be quite good. I don't think this has to have him in costume for that long. It is an origin story. It's seeing him, his downfall to madness. A lot of people don't like this because it is an origin story, but this is just one of many, right? There's 2 Jokers currently in DC. So, you got Jared Leto. Yes, I'm saying that funny on purpose. And then you got this one. So, I don't particularly mind this one. It combines a lot of his well, combines some of his origins anyway. The Comedy Club, Downfall to Madness, One Bad Day. I mean, you know, it's not the Red Hood or anything like that, but it's quite decent. I don't mind this at all. Looking at the trailer, I really like the tone of this, and I really like his performance. I think he looks fantastic in the role, and I think he's bringing something, he's channeling something very special to this role. But to, you know, out and out state he's going to get an Oscar nomination is BS, left, right, and centre. But yeah, I quite like this. But I hand it over to you. What do you guys think of this? The plot leak for the Joker, good, bad? Let me know down below in the comment section. If you are new here, hit subscribe. Stay up to date on this, the wrap up. Normally your daily show, but then also breaking news pieces like this as well. This normally goes live about 12:30 GMT time. But this is, you know, just an add-on. So if you are new here, like I said, hit subscribe. Make sure you turn the bell notifications on. A lot of people have been missing these and have been asking me if I've done my Godzilla review. I did that last Wednesday, so gotta hit that bell notification because YouTube has really screwed everything up. If you like what I do here on the channel and you are already a subscriber, please head on over to my Patreon page. You can find that linked down below in the description box. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, I have been Mr. H. Take care.